I do enjoy Monday Fun Days, actually. It's where I can metaphorically let my hair down. If I had any, it would be right down, but obviously.
Oh, he's so funny. Yeah, he loves Monday Fun Days because they're fun.
I haven't, so it doesn't really matter. As far as ONPASSIVE is concerned, fairly confident and hopeful that we will see our CEO this week. He's got a lot of updates to give us, guys. He couldn't bring all of the updates he wanted to bring to us on Friday. This is why I'm pretty sure that we will hear from him this week so that he can update us with the rest of the things he wanted to talk about. Now,
Redfern went live today and decided to discuss some things that has to do with ONPASSIVE. So without further ado, I'll just roll that intro. We'll get right into it.
Is there going to be other ways to be able to activate your accounts? Yeah, there probably is.
Well, then what the fuck, Red?
Karma's a bitch.
Now, one thing I really do want to bring up before I get into the topic of what this live is all about is about
the S.E.C.
Staying in the now, about what we know and what we have heard from Friday. There's an awful lot of stuff going around. I've seen all over the internet at the moment, as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned, speculating about how things are going to be. Can we do this? If we haven't got this, can I do that? And all the rest of it. Let's just stop and stay with what we know. And that is.
And what you know is that ONPASSIVE is being sued for $108 million by the Securities and Exchange Commission, and that is for security fraud. And also in the documents, they called ONPASSIVE a pyramid scheme. And you still don't have O-Connect ready and where it's supposed to be. It was supposed to be launched December 5th of 2022. It's still not technically out. And everyone is very, very worried about what's coming with this company because we're all waiting for the commission to start. You allegedly have come up with a price and a commission plan. So now they're like, where's my money? When do I start making it? Even though the place is getting sued, whatever. That's where ONPASSIVE is at in this moment.
Is the first part of this rollout of what is going to be happening as far as O-Connect is concerned is the founders and this is what we know. We know that it is going to cost us $143 to activate our accounts, and that is going to last for a 3-month period.
Wait, you want them to now pay another $143 to activate the accounts? What about the people that paid $97? Is this supposed to be another activation fee on top of that? Is this what it is for the O-Connect? Yeah, that's what we need to do. Give the pyramid scheme more money, Red. Yeah, great idea.
Okay, all the calculations are in your O-Founders back office under the update section. You can see all about that as well. Okay, all the rest of it, guys, is going to be explained. Can I do this? Can I use this for that, etc.? All of that is going to be explained.
Can I get a refund? That's a good one. Everyone should be asking that at this point.
By our CEO when we see him next. So do not stress. And as Chris Johnson rightly said to somebody who was asking these questions, he said, have you got the money to activate your accounts? And the person said, yes, I have. And he said, well, you've got nothing to worry about then, have you? You know, this is the main importance. We have been telling you now for at least 2 years, if probably not 3, that we all have to pay one more time out of pocket to activate our accounts. And even in those days, we were banding around the price of $200 to $300, if you remember. And at 140.
Oh yeah, we remember. So now it's 143, and that's supposed to be seen as a bargain. But they already paid the $97. So again, what was that for?
$43. This is a lot less than what we thought. So we should
Knew
all
it.
be happy with that as well. As far as
Mhm.
commission rates and everything else rates are concerned, you know, let's wait and see
Oh,
how
for
it
fuck's
all pans
sakes.
out. But don't forget,
Why do you have to wait and see? Is it because people will have to pay $143 in order for you guys to even have the money to pay them a commission? Because it's a pyramid scheme? I mean, you should be able to tell them what their commission is. Now that you have a price that everyone has to pay, I'm assuming that people have teams now, as they're supposed to, that would have signed up people underneath them already. And then when those people pay the 143 US, as you keep saying, for the 3 months of activation of whatever that means, activation of your account that's supposedly already activated, then they should be making a certain percentage off of that money, right? So what's the commission for that? You should already know this. The fact you don't know this is worrisome and should just kind of show that this is not a good so-called company to be a part of, okay? They don't have any plans here. They just make it up as they go along.
and I've said this many times, it is the start. We're just talking about one product here. We're talking about what it can do for you with one product. This is the start. There's going to be multiple products. They're going to keep on coming.
Will they have to pay for those? If they pay the 143 US right now for 3 months of this activation, do they get use of all of the products? Does that include like O Connect and any future products that are allegedly coming out in the next few months in that payment? Or is this just for O Connect and the activation of that? And then when a new product comes out, they're going to have to pay something else. I know you said that they'd all have to pay one more time, but then you guys have also said that each of these products is going to cost something. So we need you to explain that here, Red.
On coming. And if your organization and client base don't buy O Connect because they don't want it, there's going to be another product and another product and another product. They might not buy one, but they might buy another. I really want to encourage you all to just relax, okay? Be rest assured that our CEO is going to do his utmost, his very best to make sure us as founders are going to be in the best possible place and position that he can physically make us, okay? The rest of it is, I wouldn't say it's immaterial, but the rest of it will be worked out. Okay, there is an awful lot of stuff going on in the back.
And this is my thing. Why? Why does it still have to be worked out? This thing's been going for 5 years and you haven't worked any of this out. Like, why is there no business plan for this alleged business? You know, like usually when businesses are created, the CEO has a whole plan set out. They plan it first and they plan when things are going to be done and when things are going to be released and what all they're doing. Ash, though, no plan. Makes it up as he goes along. You know, it's so frustrating to me that we're 5 years into this. Even Sherry just celebrated her 5 years of being in this thing, right? She joined August 2nd, 2018. We just reacted to her 5-year anniversary video. Like, how do you not have a business plan set in 5 years? If you didn't have one at the beginning, it's like, how do you not have one now, though? Okay, there's no excuse for this.
As you can well imagine at the moment, getting so close that, you know, we really need to just chill a little bit and be excited about what is going to be happening very shortly. Is it going to be this week?
Oh.
Who knows? Is it going to be next week? Who knows? It could even be before.
Like, that's what I mean, though. He acts like this is fun. Like, he acts like it's fun for all these people to be sitting here waiting at the edge of their seat for what's going to be happening next. And something that they have put their faith in is going to actually support their families and future generations of theirs. Okay, it's not fun to not know what's happening with your money. Think of this like an investment. You want to make a good, secure investment. If you don't know what's going on, how can you be confident it's a secure investment? And it's almost like Ash and Red and Marty and those at the top of this thing, they don't understand that. And they've signed up people in this at the worst times of their lives, as Sherry was almost like bragging about, right? So imagine you're dependent on this thing. And then this asshat comes out here on his boat all, oh, well, we don't know what's happening. It could be next week. It could be the week after. Maybe it will be 10 weeks from now. But it's like, dude, this isn't funny. Like, it's not funny. Tell people what's up. Tell Ash to get his head out of his ass. Let everyone know what's going on with this damn thing, especially with the pending S.E.C. lawsuit. All right, you would think that this would have lit a fire under their asses, and apparently not.
You know, I am certainly very, very excited about this stage, and I'm also know that it is going to be the start of where we are going to be as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned.
What?
Remember, when I used to do the presentations for ONPASSIVE, I remember I always used to say, we are going to be a customer-based business. Now, this is the whole reason why ONPASSIVE has been produced. It is certainly not being produced for founders. It is being produced for the users, the customers, to come to a place where they can use and or purchase products that are going to either make their life easier or their business more easier and profitable.
I'm going to be fast forwarding now just because Fred goes on to talk about how ONPASSIVE is helping you run your business, and that's what it was supposed to be from the beginning. And he goes on again to talk about how the products are brand new and innovative, and then he says that they're the only company that does everything all in one place, even though you need 500 tabs open. And that's just more of the same rhetoric that he speaks. But then he talks about the commission again, and that's really what I'm here for, is to hear about the cost and the commission. So let's just fast forward to that part. If you want to watch Red's whole video, you can go and watch it on his channel. I'm just here to listen to him talk money.
And I'm guessing that at least 60% of the users that purchase products of ONPASSIVE are not going to be interested one iota of the monetary value that is within ONPASSIVE for them to make money. Why?
I think that that's probably the only reason why people have joined ONPASSIVE so far. That, and because you keep promising that it's going to save the world, which I'm sure is another incentive for people.
Why am I saying this? Because it is my belief that they just want to use a product that is less money than what they're paying now, that is twice as good technically, visually, audio, etc., than what they're using now, and they were paying for that before.
Yeah, that's not ONPASSIVE. I guess they're going to have to keep on searching, huh?
Without making money on it. They just want products and services that they can use to make their life either easier, better, or better financially for their business. So that's why I'm actually saying that I believe that at least 60% of the customer is not interested in the money side of things. They just want the product because it makes their life easier.
Well, why have you all stayed then? Because there has not been a product until this year. Year 5 of this thing. So what kept you in? It wasn't the products that you weren't releasing.
Now then, let's go back to the topic of this live, business in a box. The reason I've put that there is to try and remind ourselves of what we have here in ONPASSIVE.
So wait, you believe that 60% of people are not going to be signing up because it's a business that they can run, but then the point of this live is to talk about the business that they can run, is what you are telling me. Okay, Red. Yep, no, good job. Boy, you're in a box for sure, huh, buddy?
There is far too much focus at the moment on one product. I know we are talking about OConnect because this is the first one that we are going to be purchasing.
And you still did not use OConnect to do this, by the way. So what's that about? You guys aren't even using O Connect. You're on Zoom. You're on StreamYard. So what's that all about?
It is the start. And so we are focusing a little bit on O Connect. But there is too many people who are losing sight of the enormity, the grandeur, and how big ONPASSIVE is. It is a single sign-on business where we will access so many digital products and services that we can use. Every single thing that happens within the ecosystem for you as a founder is a standalone business. So if you think of your box as the ecosystem, you can fill it up with as much stuff as you want. And all of those things that are in your box of the ecosystem.
This is the worst analogy ever, and it's just making me want to box you, Red.
Is a standalone business on its own. So you are going to be in the future in a position where you're getting commissions from this product, commissions from that product. You're having resale of physical products from that section. You're going to have stuff that's happening in the marketplace that you.
But I thought that this wasn't about running a business, and 60% of people that join weren't going to be in it for the business. What's this all about? Like, Jesus, Red.
You might have put on there yourselves that's happening in there. Don't forget, we've got debit cards. They're coming your way as well, plus so much more.
We're making debit cards? Like for the O wallet or your O coins? Jesus Christ, with a K. Oh, I can't anymore with this thing. It really is a joke.
That it is going to be such a big business in one box, all in one place in your ONPASSIVE ecosystem box.
Yeah, the business is in my box.
And you can choose how much and how big you want that to be.
You can choose how much you put in your box and how big you want your box to be. Jesus, Red, I'm trying to take you seriously, but I'm having a really hard time today.
Entirely up to you. Yes, I'm going to reiterate it once again. The company are going to do so much for you. The company are going to market for you. They're already marketing for us.
Yeah, and like the Burj Khalifa out in Dubai. How come you guys never market in the US, eh? Marketed at the FIFA World Cup, like I'll give you that. But it's just funny to me.
Don't you think what they do on the Burj Khalifa is marketing? Don't you think the collaborations with the sponsorships for the Coca-Cola Arena, main events, Supercars Magilist, plus many more that we don't even know about? Don't you?
What are you talking about? None of that happened. And the FIFA World Cup and the Burj Khalifa and the mall in Dubai, and you bought the naming rights to the train station, a stop in Dubai. That's it, bud. That's it.
I think this collaborations with the ONPASSIVE.
Which, by the way, that's a lot for a company that doesn't even have their damn compensation plan set, a business plan, or products that are really for sale. So, maybe less marketing and more making of products would help.
Logos through the sponsorships of these events is advertising. Don't you think what they have done with the Metro, having ONPASSIVE all over the place, don't you think that's advertising? What is it all advertising? It's advertising on passive.com. But I also do know that the company are going to do their utmost to make sure the people who have the least at the beginning, try and get them going and bring them up to speed. Ash talked about it a year or so ago, if you remember.
Oh, they've gone to like 1 million webinars since then. Are they supposed to remember every single thing that he says? Because he changes things a lot. Even I have trouble keeping track of it. It's all over the place, all the time.
Also said that they were actually going to put a department to look at the people who have got the smallest teams to try and help them to grow their businesses.
Oh, Lord.
It really is a fun.
Imagine being on the board for having a small team and not growing your business enough in this thing.
Phenomenal thing that what we are trying to do here. No other company, and as Bill Musters just said there in the chat area, the last company that tried to do anything like this was Microsoft when they brought.
Oh Lord, now you're actually going to compare yourselves to Microsoft? Oh, here we go. We're going on quite the ride today.
Microsoft Office, Excel, PowerPoint, and they brought it together and they called it Microsoft Office, all in one place. Nobody else has done anything like that in the internet world as far as IT products and services is concerned.
Yes, they have. There's like 100 of these companies that claim they have everything to help you run your business in one place. How have you not searched the web and found your competitors? The fact that these people think they don't even have competitors just astounds me.
And why? Because it is probably not financially viable for them to do
for
it,
fuck's sakes.
and they had their focus on other things.
Oh,
Whereas
Red.
we, as ONPASSIVE, have focused on, is it of value? Is it what the customer, is it the customer? Do they need this? Is it something that they want? And the answer to that is yes. People,
I cannot roll my eyes far back enough into my head right now. I just really Red. Come on, dude.
people have had enough of having a bit here, having a bit there, having to go here. I do it all the time with what I do online. I'm sure many of you are the same.
Yeah, well, apparently what you do online is ONPASSIVE, so
I'm sure many of you use, many of you here right now have maybe tried advertising on Facebook or you use a domain name. So
weren't you guys kicked off of Facebook? Didn't you get called out for being a pyramid scheme on Facebook and a spam? I'm just wondering. I heard you did. I believe I covered that.
somewhere else, or you use a different email client, or you use Google Analytics for something, for instance, or you use a rendering piece of software, or you use Canva, for instance, for artwork. And the list goes on and on and on of where we get our little bits and pieces to be able to do something that we are doing online right now. With ONPASSIVE, all of those are going to be in one place. You sign in once, you select what you want to be doing, and you go straight there. Opens up in a separate browser. This is exactly what
Yeah, exactly. It opens up in a separate browser, another tab. And then you have a bazillion tabs open on your computer, which I have enough of a problem with that as it is.
people are after nowadays.
So people relate.
It's a bit like having all your insurance.
Right? Don't you, whenever you're covering something out here, you have like 5 million tabs open on your computer? Red goes on another analogy here in which he claims that ONPASSIVE is the insurance of the internet because, you know, insurance companies decided to sell all different types of insurance so that you didn't have to go to different companies, one for auto, one for home, one for life, etc. And ONPASSIVE is doing that with the internet. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Then he goes on to talk about how it's a wonderful business, so let's just fast forward to that part.
We have the best business in a box.
In a
It
box.
is out there.
It's in a box. It's only you guys that have heard of it, and then those of us that speak out about it. It's in a box. Thankfully, the S.E.C has found out about it, though.
In the internet space, bar none
God.
at the moment. Show me
You're
another one.
Okay, ultimate business tool. RBC for small businesses. They have all kinds of stuff. Get all of these. For productivity, Evernote, Pocket, Rescue Time, Google Drive, even for communication. They have for accounting and finances, for point of sale. They have the 7 best free apps for running. So they even have stuff for free. Look at 25 best small business apps to manage your daily operation. Like, I could just keep going on and on and on and on. On and on. There are so many of them. Honeybook, small business tools, grow your business. There's like all kinds. My head hurts every time they say that there are nothing to run businesses. There's all kinds of stuff that will help you run a small business online, especially a small business for small business owners. I can't anymore with you, Red. You know that these exist. You have to know. All right, ONPASSIVE is not the only one.
Talk about another one. Something that is going to do what we are going to do. There isn't. Yes, there's people.
I just showed all kinds, and you can, I'm sure, find more. Go and Google it. You'll find a bazillion.
People doing individual parts of what we're doing. But even
What are
those
you doing?
themselves don't come up to the mark of what we have already. And remember,
Okay.
Ash had said so many times to us, the worst day is the first day. This is going to be exactly the same with your business when you activate your account. The worst day you're going to have in your account for your business is the first day. From there on in, it's just going to get better and better and better and better. But
that's a weird mentality to have, isn't it? I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me. Just something about this. Like, you pump people up and then you tell them that their worst day that they're ever going to have is the day they sign up. And then after that, it gets better. It's icky. I mean, it's true though, except I believe it'll get worse and worse and worse.
you have to understand that you do have to activate your account.
Okay.
Because if you do not activate your account, then you are not in the marketplace for earning those commissions that you can withdraw.
Yeah, that you don't even know the plan for yet, by the way.
Is there going to be other ways to be able to activate your accounts? Yeah, there probably is.
Well, then what the fuck, Red? Why are you telling them to pay 143 USD then? Like, come on.
But again, let's stay in the now. Let's talk about what we know and not surmise, not think one thing that's not actually quite true. Let's not play Chinese whispers.
Assume makes an ass out of you and me.
Let's not say to people, somebody told me this. I've heard that on this date, this is happening. It's all speculation. Until we have heard it from our CEO, it is just somebody saying something.
So then, like, why wouldn't we consider you to then be a part of that? Like, you say that, and then we're sitting here, we're listening to you, though, Red. You're not the CEO. You're not Ash. So then, should we just throw out everything you just said and wait for Ash to come talk to us? Come on, think about it, Red.
Marty gave a really good example when I was speaking to him earlier. He said, somebody said it to me about, I've heard this and all the rest of it. He said, I've heard you shot somebody. He said, no, I didn't. He said, yeah, but that's what I've heard. And this is really where it all comes from, isn't it? Just because you hear it doesn't mean to say it's actually true. So,
yeah, just because you hear it doesn't mean it's not true. But what is true is that this company is being sued for $108 million by the S.E.C. And they were called a pyramid scheme by them. That is true. That is in court documents. So I think you should listen to that more than anything else. More than him, more than Ash, even more than me.
We need to be very focused on what we know. That is logging into your OES on a regular basis. If you're a founder, logging into the O-Founders back office, into the update section, seeing what is there.
5 years later, they're still telling people to log in and check things out.
And more importantly, coming to myself, Chris, Marty, Julie Wen, any of us so-called big mouths, okay?
Yeah.
And listening to what we have, because I can assure you, we will only...
But you just told us not to listen to anything because it's all speculation unless Ash says it. Then you list off a bunch of you that we're also supposed to listen to. I don't know what to listen to now. I'm confused, Red. What you did?
Give you the relevant information that you need to know at the moment. We will not be talking about things that might happen next week or things that we think will be happening. Yes, I give my opinion on what I believe.
Yeah, and why is your opinion more important than anyone else's opinion? That's what I want to know, Red.
But I certainly don't speculate.
Okay.
Okay, because there's no need to. There's no point to, because we are
a scam, a pyramid scheme, getting sued by the SEC for $108 million.
an amazing position right now, right on that cusp.
Yeah, sure.
They're just shining stuff up now. Okay.
Yep, and getting ready to pack it up, and Asha's getting ready to take off with this one last payment from all of you. That's what I'm worried about here. I'm worried that they're being promoted to pay one last time. A lot of us were worried about this, and we've talked about it in past streams. And then Ash is going to take all this money and he's going to fucking take off out of the US because of the SEC investigation. He knows this is coming to an end soon. So please, if you're in this thing, get a refund, man.
Okay, all of the hard work's been done. You know, the sweat and the tears. It's a bit like building a car. Chris has been in that game. Okay, you start off with a shell, don't you? The shell, you paint the shell. Okay, it gets dipped. You then add the...
I swear this thing didn't even start off with a shell. Like I said, there's no business plan.
engine, gearbox, clutches, wheels, tires, plastics, trims, seats, steering wheels, all the rest of it. You roll it out. And what do you do right at the end of it before it goes to a customer? What's every car happen before it gets to the customer? As a full valet and a big old shine. It's ready. You can drive it there and then, can't you? Okay, it's absolutely finished.
More awful analogies from Red.
But it's not perfect. Doesn't look amazing, does it? This is all we're doing now with ONPASSIVE. We're giving it the final shine. We're making sure inside really does smell good.
Well, it smells like shit.
Okay? You know, the first time you've ever gone into a brand new car, there's only one smell like it, isn't there? The brand new car smell.
Yeah, this does not have the brand new car smell. It smells like it's burning down. It's gasoline smell.
Once you've had it for 6 months, it doesn't smell like a brand new car anymore, does it?
No, it smells like shit. And this is starting to smell more and more like shit. Especially again with the pending lawsuit.
Only a brand new car smells like that. This is what it's going to be like when we open the ONPASSIVE doors. We're going to be going,
yeah, okay.
Smell that ONPASSIVE. Doesn't it smell
like shit? That's what it smells like. Shit.
Absolutely amazing. Brand spanking new. People are going to be in awe. There's nothing like a brand new car. Not a second-hand one, not a refurbished one, brand new.
That's a lie because everything is forked in this company. Everything's stolen. Nothing is original. They've stolen every idea and every single code for their software programs.
That's exactly what we are going to get. Anyhow.
They're even getting web hosting by other people. Like, it's ridiculous.
I think I've gone on enough today. Coming up then, we've got Chris Johnson. He's coming on at past. I believe Julie Wen's going to be ringing in. So that'll be good. Marty's on top of the hour. And what we're on Tuesday. So 3 o'clock, we will be having, no, we won't. 4 o'clock. We will be having Collins Manor, Comfort, Andy Burks, and Nita maybe, I think, today. I'm not sure.
It's ridiculous. Now he's listing off all of the other webinars that they're supposed to go to. It's all day long. People are doing these webinars where they're just pumping people up and speculating, as he says, about what's going to be happening in future.
Sure. And then 9, Omino, she'll be coming on, or Minu. And then obviously, we've got Roblins at 8 as well tonight as well. If I've missed that
all day and night long,
anybody, apologies. Oh, I think Michael Williams is on one of the Bangladesh webinars. I think Shishanta's. I think details of that are in your OFounders updates as well. Yeah, I know why Chris is laughing. Okay, let's go to the. Let's go over to the chat area then. We'll say a few hellos.
All right, this is where I'm going to end it because then he just goes on to say hello and then goodbye to everybody. We don't need to watch that, but that was Redfern's live, in which he tells everyone that they need to pay $143 US to like reactivate their ONPASSIVE accounts, and then they'll be able to buy their products and like begin making money allegedly. But we still do not have the compensation plan. They claimed it would be like 25% compensation, but again, this isn't in writing. Nothing has been put into writing. They need to write this up in a contract, and people need to sign that like business contract and deal like they're an independent distributor for this thing, you know how MLMs do, before it's actually really official. So I guess that's what they'll be doing with the activation. We're going to have to check that out and see if there is a contract in there that explains a compensation plan to them, but I'm not holding my breath. Red's just sitting on his boat, living the dream, I guess, and just praying that this thing doesn't end up sued and shut down, which I am thinking it will be. Let me know down below what you think should happen to ONPASSIVE going forward. Do you think it should be shut down? Do you think the S.E.C is going to shut it down? Do you think they're going to continuously tell people to keep giving them money while they're going through this lawsuit? Let me know your thoughts down below and what you think of our pal Redfern here. And no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you're all having a fabulous, fabulous day. I'll see you all really soon with another one and with any more ONPASSIVE updates that happen. Again, guys, there's merch of this broken unicorn here behind me in the shop right now. I'm going to be extending the promo code KARMA, all in capital letters, to get $5 off anything in the shop. And I'm going to be putting the unicorn poop in there. And we're just going to have a lot of stuff coming out this fall. So I'm going to be extending the $5 off until the end of September. Almost like a back to school special, I guess you could call it, for all of us moms whose kids go back to school. And yeah, so pay attention for that. And I'll see you all really soon, like I said, with another one. Mwah. Bye! And remember, ONPASSIVE is a scam, a pyramid scheme, multi-scam.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a